everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing with you a really cute little SVG file that I made. I did modify it a little bit and I will go over where I modified it, so if you do get this file, you know what I changed. I took a break from paper crafting because it gets a little overwhelming sometimes, and I moved on to playing with beads because I literally want to be good at everything and I want to try everything even if I'm not good at it. But I wanted to make something, some sort of SVG file. So I found this one. It's from the Silhouette shop. I will post a link or something. I do have affiliations, but I don't have one with them. So I'll just link it down below. Like I said, I did modify it. I also used, I think, about 6 different collections here. So in the SVG file, this is not a heart. It's just a locker, or just like a normal lock. I modified this on Cricut Design Space to make a little shaker lock. I made a heart, then I cut it out so I had a few layers because there's no die. So I just stacked a bunch of layers of paper here to make it a shaker. Let's see, what else did I modify? Oh, I made this smaller. In the file, it's actually a square, but it just didn't seem right to me. I even had it cut as a square, and like I had my machine cut everything, and then after I had all the pieces in my hand, I'm like, this doesn't look right as a square. I don't want it to be a square. I want it to be more of like a rectangle. So I literally just cut this side and I cut this side, and then at the top where the little tabs are, I just put them in on an angle. So it's literally it's super easy to modify yourself. I didn't even do it in Design Space. Take that, everybody. If you don't want it to be square, if you want it to be square, then fine, just keep it the way it is. I also blew it up as big as I could. I don't actually know what size it comes, but I did blow it up. And what else did I modify? Oh, and I know I've said this before, I always like the way it looks with having 2 layers. So the file only gives you 1 panel. I then cut a top panel. Same with this. So these holes, actually, you can see through them if you want. I covered it up because I didn't want it to be see-through. But I made this top piece, I cut it down so it would fit as a top layer. See, so this is what it gives you, just 1 layer. And then I made a second layer for all the spots. So you have that really nice border. And on the inside, I just added a couple books. I also modified this piece so I could have the same paper on the front and on the back. Otherwise, if the way it cuts it is you would see the back side of whatever paper you put here. There are 2 layers here. I like the way that this frame looked on the outside, but if you don't want to show this, you can also hide this between the 2 layers. So you would glue it onto the back layer, which is technically this layer, and then you would put this top layer on top of it, and it would hide this little frame. But I like the way the frame looked. I wanted to pull in the yellow from the rest of the paper. So let's see what else. Oh, and inside, it's also nice if you're just gonna look at this stuff in your craft room for display. It's not necessarily this part. Well, this part is not really necessary, but I always there's chipboard here. I always, if you've purchased from me, you'll know when you feel it. It's very sturdy feeling. I always back the bases with chipboard. I always make sure I do a few layers on the side, just because in a photo it's hard to see, but when you're holding it in your hand, it just feels so much more sturdy. So this little dangle, one of the collections, so let's see if I can remember. This is from Wild, oh my gosh, I can't even remember now. Wild Heart. This paper is also from Wild Heart. This is the new Sweet Story, so is this. This is Maggie Holmes Sunny Days collection. These are Willow Lane, I think. These stickers are from Willow Lane. And I'm not sure where the button is from. I forget. And I took them all out of the package, although this is my last one, and I've searched everywhere. Well, when I knew what they were called, you'd think I would remember because I looked everywhere for more, but I can't find them. And it's very hard when you run out of stuff. This, I think, is Chasing Dreams. I believe these books are from Chasing Dreams. And what else? I think that's all of them. So anyways, I hope you love it. It's super cute. I do love it. I was unsure if I was gonna try to sell it, but I think I'm just gonna keep it in my crafty space because it's hard to let things go. It's really cute. I really do like it. I was gonna put little mini notebooks in here, like little mini traveler's notebooks, but I guess I'll see, or I'll just leave it empty. Thank you, everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. Take care.